You're on. Go for it.
Hey, Don McDowell Outdoors, iHeartMedia, huntingfishing.com here on Fox Sports. Hey, I want you to join Doug and I. Doug, you've done a wonderful job on this newsletter this week. I have to tell you, and
Well, thank you.
I'm really intrigued with the grizzly bear stuff for some reason.
Yeah, like we said on the show, this is the time of year for grizzlies. Uh, they are just coming out of their dens or have come out of their dens, and most of those mama bears got a couple cubs with them. So this is the warning we give. Everyone gives. All the game and fish departments give out. Be bear aware.
Yeah,
They
well,
look,
I've drawn a correlation about the time the snakes are out, the bears come out.
yeah,
So,
right. It's spring. I agree. And the one we were talking about on the show is they confirmed a grizzly bear sighting in a town near Lewiston, Wyoming, and that's unusual because they don't normally see them. This is not part of the Rocky Ridge, if you want to call it that. This is a mountain that sits out in the middle of nowhere. But there he was, and the one they found, or they were tracking, had about a 6.5, 7-inch paw. So he's ready for a fight. That's
that
what he's made for.
that's a big bear, 6.5 inches
Oh,
wide. Oh my goodness!
yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Hey, a couple of things on going across the country. I noticed out of Minnesota, um, the article was fishing regulations are now available. I don't know how to pronounce these names, but in a language called Hmong, Karen, Somal, and Spanish. Now, go figure. This is
Now, where?
Minnesota.
What state is this?
Minnesota.
Yumpin Yiminy.
So, yeah, some of
Well,
these
they've
have
got
to be.
that. Yeah, they've got that domestic terrorist up there, the congresswoman from
Oh, yeah.
Somalia. She
Oh,
needs to go back.
I mean, I don't know what language these are. I assume Arabic. I don't know, but I'm just saying noteworthy. Okay. Uh,
Wow.
Maryland, a guy in Maryland hit a state record white perch. It was 1.85 pounds. The record for that perch was 1.7 pounds. That's a big fish. I've never had him, never caught him, so I don't know much about him.
Sounds like they'd make a
That's
pretty
the
good
record.
taco, actually.
Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it? We also want to make note of it's that time of year when the Lionfish Festival takes place. The festival goes from May 14th and 15th out of Harbor Walk Village in Destin. Well, we've seen this every year. They go out and they catch a bunch of these invasive species. You got to be very careful with these fish. They're poisonous. Those
Yeah.
spines can get you. Uh, excuse me. The other thing I want to point out in the way of new products, and you could probably add something to this, Don, is there's a product called a Barbarian. It's made by Cobra Archery, and they claim they have developed the world's toughest mechanical broadhead. It's thicker than the normal broadhead. It isn't stamped out. It is machined. So it looks like a nasty broadhead to me.
Oh yeah,
But I'm not
absolutely.
an archer.
Yeah, I read that article. It's definitely. I'm not going to say bulletproof, but a lot of these broadheads are stamped out of light gauge sheet metal or stainless steel, whatever the case may be. These guys are
Yeah,
machined, and yeah, yeah, these are
yeah.
these are
Look
pretty
like
brutal.
they look like it. On the home front, our illustrious president is pushing for um, gun stores, to be sued. You know, I don't get this. It makes no sense to me. The current laws surround the concept of what do I want to say reasonable.
Yeah.
When you want to sue a manufacturer, it's because of some defect, or they normally knowingly sold a product that would be used to commit a crime, or they're selling it to somebody that shouldn't be having them, illegals, children, etc. But Joe Biden says, "Hey, it's the problem with the gun store." No,
Yeah, well,
come on,
we know
Joe.
it's not Biden. You know, he doesn't have the cognitive ability to come up with these on his own. So this is either a
Oh
Pelosi
no.
shift or Obama rhetoric that we keep hearing about. It
Yeah,
keeps coming around, coming around, coming around, coming around, and oh my goodness,
I know. Uh,
this smells like Obama.
yeah, it does. Up in Wyoming, the Yellowstone area, the gray wolves have what they call fully recovered beyond original parameters. The numbers now show there are at least 314 wolves in at least 40 packs throughout the state of Wyoming. Most of these are up in the northwest corner. Uh, but at any rate, the numbers are good. Their only concern now is that hunting may take a different approach. I don't know. As long as those wolves stay in Yellowstone, they're okay. But if they wander out, which they do, that opens them up for crosshairs. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
great.
absolutely. I don't have any anything good to say about the wolves, but the good news is the population is to the point where they're eating themselves out of house and home. They're disease ridden. A lot of mange is being reported on these guys. So,
Hmm.
maybe Mother Nature will take care of some of them. Who knows?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. At any rate, lastly, in the electronics world, I I saw this and I couldn't believe it. There's a fish finder out there that has a price tag at $200,000.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you know, you might buy this if your boat costs more than $3 million, but this fish finder itself, um, made by Furnos.
Yeah,
This is a
Furuno. Yeah,
system.
Furuno's leader
Yeah,
in sonar radar.
yeah. According to this, they could find and track marlins, bluefin, swordfish, and other large fish a half mile from the boat.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't know what that does for bass fishing, if it does anything at all.
Well,
But
this is commercial grade, so
yeah,
that's a good thing. And then I see reading the brief that you included here that some of the billfish tournaments uh, have outlawed that or have made a special category for those that have this particular technology to compete
right.
amongst themselves and not compete against the other folks that don't have a $200,000 fish finder.
Yeah, yeah. Don, that's about it on the newsletter today.
Yep, good stuff on that. We'll circle back around, as Jen Psaki would say, next week and do it again. Hey, I'm Don McDowell with Doug. Check out the newsletter. If you don't get it on a regular basis, you may sign up for that at huntingfishing.com.